New York, AP, bats still silent for Tigers. Giancarlo, Stanton and Miguel Andujar had already joined the Yankees' long-injured list when Aaron Judge sprinted into right center field and made a spectacular, sprawling grab on Niko Goodrum's hard-hit liner to preserve a 2-run lead in the 8th inning. New York, April 1st, Mike Tauchman. Photo by Sarah Steyer, Getty Images. Judge snapped the webbing around the ball as his gloved left hand hit the turf and he slid on his chest, picking up grass stains on both knees before popping up and throwing the ball to second to make sure both runners could not advance. That's one of those dangerous plays for an outfielder. New York manager Aaron Boone said Monday night after Judge preserved a 3-2-1 win over the punchless Detroit Tigers. It's hard for them to sometimes get underneath that ball to make the play and not hurt themselves. I felt like I saw it pretty well and I felt like I knew he was fine, but definitely one of those that you kind of hold your breath on. New York, April 1st. Domingo German. Photo by Sarah Steyer, Getty Images. Domingo German, 1-0, pitched one hit ball over 5 innings to overcome 5 walks on a chilly night and win for the first time since last June. Gary Sanchez and Brett Gardner homered for the banged-up Yankees off Tyson Ross 0-1. New York said before the game that Stanton strained his left bicep Sunday and Andujar injured his right shoulder. Andujar's torn labrum will be treated conservatively for a few weeks but could require surgery if it does not respond. They joined a group of sidelined Yankees that includes pitchers Luis Severino, Dellin Betances, Jordan Montgomery and Ben Heller, shortstop Didi Gregorius and outfielder Jacoby Ellsbury. Pitcher CC Sabathia is set to be added to the injured list Wednesday, after he completes a suspension for hitting a batter with a pitch last September. After dropping to 1-2 with a pair of losses to Baltimore, New York led 3-1 when Adam Ottavino walked the first 2 batters in the 8th. Goodrum hit a sinking line drive and Judge decided to go for the catch rather than play the ball on a hop, knowing the top spin could have caused it to land in front of him and bounce by for a 2-run extra base hit. "I told Gardy right before that play," he said of center fielder Brett Gardner, "that I was going to dive and make a play right there. Just watching swings throughout the game. I was just letting Gardy know, heads up there." New York, April 1st, Domingo German. Photo by Sarah Steyer, Getty Images. German has been plugged into the rotation like grout between tiles. Boone wasn't even sure Sunday whether the 26-year-old right-hander would start, or a relief pitcher as an opener would take the mound. German induced 16 swings and misses among 79 pitches on a raw night with a 45-degree temperature at game time and a cold wind. He struck out 7 and walked 5, and the only run off him was unearned. He made 14 starts and 7 relief appearances last year, when he entered the rotation after Montgomery tore an elbow ligament, and German's only previous big league wins came in starts against Tampa Bay and Seattle last June 14 and 19. Chad Green, Zach Britton, Ottavino and Aroldis Chapman each pitched an inning to finish the 2-hitter. Chapman needed just 8 pitches, all fastballs, for his first save and his velocity was back to 97 to 98 miles per hour after dipping to 95 miles per hour in last week's opener. New York got back to .500 at 2-2 after consecutive losses to lowly Baltimore. New York, April 1st, Jordy Mercer. Photo by Sarah Steyer, Getty Images. Detroit arrived after a 4-game split at Toronto in which the Tigers scored 6 runs. Jordy Mercer had both hits for the Tigers, who were batting .140 with 1 home run. He singled in the 4th and doubled in the 7th. "It was really cold out there," Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire said. "A tough night, but I thought we competed very well and we had our chance." Ross gave up 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits and 4 walks in 5 innings. He was done in with a pair of pitches that missed high, with Sanchez hitting a 417-foot drive to center in the 2nd to go deep for the 2nd straight day and Gardner hitting his first of the year in the 5th. New York, New York, April 1st, Brett Gardner. Photo by Sarah Steyer, Getty Images. Sanchez, I threw a cutter that spun. Ross said. At 3-2 to Gardner, I threw a fastball top of the zone and he did a good job staying on top of it. Milestones. New York improved to 500 to 314 at Yankee Stadium. It set the record for fastest 500 wins at the original Yankee Stadium, going 500 to 264. Sloppy. New York scored its second run in the third when Greg Bird's one-hop, opposite field single glanced off the glove of Kristen Stewart and bounced behind the left fielder. Slow-footed Luke Voigt sprinted home from first and slid home ahead of the relay throw. Detroit scored in the fourth when German bounced a wild pitch with 2 on, and Sanchez was charged with an error for the third straight day when his catchable throw sailed by the glove of second baseman Gleyber Torres. Long route. Detroit flew to Albany, New York, on Sunday night to go through U.S. Customs, then continued to Newark, New Jersey. In the lineup, Mike Tauchman, acquired from Colorado on March 23, got his first start for New York, taking over for Stanton in left field. Tauchman went 0 for 3. Up next, Detroit RHP Jordan Zimmerman, 0-0, starts Tuesday. He was perfect for 6 2/3 innings against Toronto last Thursday before Teoscar Hernandez's single, the longest perfect game bid in a season opener since Boston's Lefty Grove in 1940, according to the Elias Sports Bureau. Zimmerman allowed 1 hit in 7 innings and did not get a decision. RHP Masahiro Tanaka, 1-0, starts for the Yankees after beating Baltimore on opening day. Copyright 2019 Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten, or redistributed.